Just trying to figure out who made this crane. It's a pretty good size. It's gotta be, gosh, 15 ton? At the end of the boom, maybe? Maybe that's too much for it. I don't know. It's had a few bullet holes in it. I was trying to come up with a name on something. Huh. It's an Erie. Wow. Wow. Big Cummins diesel. Inline 6. This one apparently is probably, oh, and there's a dead cow under it. Look at those drive chains. This one, I think he said, might end up scrapped. So it's an Erie 22B Series 2. The serial number is 123553. Oh, there's a data plate. Maybe I can see what that data plate actually says. Huh. I hope this doesn't end up scrapped. They've obviously replaced the motor with something different. I guess you can repower one of these with dang near everything, can't you? Boy, I can't imagine this was a pleasant one to run. This would take some time. Figure out what all these bits and pieces do. Huh. There's the radiator's missing. I don't see anything else missing on it. Cable looks a bit crispy. I wouldn't expect the cable to work properly. But I bet you could break those bands loose, break the clutches loose. You know, that said, I bet this thing would work. I bet it would go right back to work without too much. Oh, wow. Look at that. But you know what I bet? I bet that is water. Look at, they're both bowed. That's water that filled up those tubes. And then split. I bet you find the other one split somewhere too and drain the water out. I bet you that's what that is. High walker, huh? No. Let's get the radiator on it. Why did I think it didn't have a radiator? Oh, it's just missing some cooling jacket stuff. Huh. Connected to an automatic transmission. This looks a lot like the motor in that big army truck of mine. A lot like the motor in that big army truck of mine. Beautiful old crane. Beat up, very beat up. But it was worked logging, you know, and that does that to them. But I think he said this one might end up cut up. None of them run in a decade, he says. And they've all got to be moved in the next month or two. So this one might end up going for scrap, but sure would be cool to see it saved somewhere.